heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
This one underway.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
On the ready.
Handoff to the single running back. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Tigers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air, it's Gus Meyer. He'll throw it. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. That one takes it down to the 13
short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He might want another play. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force the ball down here in the red zone.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Quick release on the RPO. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Marcus Freeman added another chapter to the year 3 success stories of Notre Dame coaches taking the Irish to the national championship game, and he looks like a cornerstone coach for the future.
It was so impressive what they were able to do, bouncing back from an early season loss against Northern Illinois when everybody counted them out. He's done an outstanding job recruiting. He's got a great coaching staff. This team is built and ready to make another run.
Yeah, he's got superstar written all over him. He has the next coach to break that ceiling and win a title. Just recruiting up, belief up, discipline up. Notre Dame looks like a national championship contender.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
It's 1st down from the 11. Quickly complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And after that first quarter. Let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He'll be knocked out of bounds a couple of yards short, and that's a stop for the defense. The decision to go for it does not pan out. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Anderson. And they got him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running to the left, finding open areas. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for room. It's Price. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fakes to grab. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Love. Got a little space. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Love. Past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look and create an opportunity for big plays. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Didn't get anything on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 7. Wants to go up top. The screen. He's got wheels. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll run the sneak for it. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So the field goal would give them the lead, but in this part of the field, you want to punch it in, and that's what this offense will try to do. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. It's complete on the right side. He's not going to get there as the defense comes up with the stop on the 2-point conversion attempt, and it remains a 5-point game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Forced out of the pocket. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Hilton. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lets it fly on the move. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll open the second half on the ground. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the option. He'll toss it. Got enough for the first. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. On on the run. It's Love. Still running at the 40. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. They're going to ride this running back. They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. After that big run, the defense answers.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Right down the middle. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. On 4th down, looking to pass. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He makes the catch. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Price. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Arizona dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one. But I'll tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Green. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to fire to the left. Pulls it in inside the 10.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Powers forward. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Let's it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
That's a big missed opportunity there, and sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it, you hurry it. This quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit, take the time, and hit that open guy.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter.
Ready, set.
They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
Power football with the run. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Carr. That's caught. It's locked. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Fields. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Pauly. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Love. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Dropping back, it's Carr. Makes the catch. It's Love. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the